Welcome back, humans. Yes, it's Saturday, and I'm back with another end of the week vet session. And man, am I ready? It seems like it was a long ass week. Even though, I don't know, man, it seemed like the week went quick, but it was a long ass week at the same time. I don't know if that makes sense. But, anyways, it was a long week, and I'm glad it's the weekend. Hope you guys are all having a good weekend. Hope you're all having a good, safe, and good weekend. We're getting a little nice weather over here for once, so hopefully you guys are all enjoying the same thing. You know, hope you guys are getting some nice weather as well. And before I get started, could you smash that like button, hit me with a subscription, and turn on that notification button. I'm here every Wednesday and Saturday. And with that said, here we go. I'm going to start off with a little quick sports vent because there's some fights tonight, as there is almost every Saturday lately. We also got March Madness going on. March Madness can mean two things for some people. You know, some of the like people that love the college basketball game, some people that love just basketball in general, can't wait for March Madness. You know, and then some people on the other side of the fence can't stand March Madness. So it's like March Madness makes them like it creates madness for them because a lot of their good programming gets put aside because of all these basketball games that are on like 24/7. People getting pissed off because a lot of their shows can just get pushed to the side for these basketball games. So March Madness goes both sides. But anyways, there's some UFC fights going on. There's a guy named how's his name go? Benson, I think it is, or Bwenson, versus Holland, and then Miocic or Miocic. I don't know how you say that. I think that's how you say his name, Miocic, versus Nagano. And it's going to be some good fights. There's a big, the undercard's awesome. There's a lot of cool guys going there. There's a couple undefeated in the undercard. I think it's going to be some good fights. It's going to be good, exciting fights. And I'm going to have my work cut out for me because I'm going to have to be flipping back from the UFC to boxing because there's also some boxing going on tonight. There's Virgil Ortiz Jr. He's going against Maurice Hooker. And it's a big age difference there, so I'm thinking like Virgil Ortiz is gonna like Junior is probably gonna knock my man out. They say he's like one of the hardest punchers in boxing right now. This kid's like I've been watching some of his like training highlights and seeing him knock dudes out and whatnot. And it looks like that power's legit. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's an exaggeration. I mean, I don't know about the hardest, but man, he's got some cannon power for sure. He's got that put you to sleep shit for sure. And so I think that's going to be a good fight. I'm interested to see that. And they got a decent undercard too for tonight. I think there's like a welterweight fight also, or a cruiserweight cruiserweight title fight. And that's like the big main event. And they're two guys I'm not familiar with. And so yeah, it's going to be an interesting fight night. Like I said, I'm going to have my work cut out for me. I'm going to be flipping back and forth, maybe between rounds. There's always that time where the fights are on different times, and you happen to catch that round break at the same time, or kind of like when you're watching a TV show that has commercials involved, or if you're watching a movie with commercials involved, and then you want to go switch channels while there's commercials, and then it happens to just be the time where every channel is doing commercials. You know what I'm saying? Like every channel's like, okay, everybody's doing commercial time, so nobody gets a break. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't have you watching this channel more than this channel, so they're gonna drop commercials on there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so lately, like I said, I've been, it's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of them fights going up, March Madness, boxing, and UFC. And that was my quick little, so a quick little update, you know what I'm saying? The official, like, off-season of the football started. So our quarterback officially is now that Ram, and now we got their quarterback over here. So it's interesting to see what our team's going to do. It's definitely going to be a rebuild. It's going to look like last season. We're probably not going to win much. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still excited to see it go because I love me some football. It's always fun when our team plays, whether we lose and lose. You know what I'm saying? It's always a good time. So, opening day for baseball is coming. Tigers about to start it up. They look like they're in a rebuild process as well. Our hockey team's rolling, and same thing as well. It's like it's kind of tough. Like I said, it's been tough here. It almost looked like we was always in a rebuild. Just because, like, if you look at our last few records, you'd be like, it was always in a rebuild. I mean, now they're like officially saying it's a rebuild. So I can say that. I could say that at least. So I was searching the internet and I found some strange news headlines, which are my favorite. So I hope you guys enjoy. Oklahoma declared a $2 million bounty on the capture of an unharmed, alive Bigfoot. While I spoke on a previous episode, there was another state, I don't know if it was Arkansas or somebody, was going to put on that fish. They were trying to put on the ballot for voting an official Bigfoot hunting season. That's crazy. That's just bananas. Like, pick which one you're going to do. You're going to kill him live. I don't know, man. It's kind of crazy. So they're saying that now they want $2 million to keep him alive, to catch him. And it's going to be interesting over there in Oklahoma. Let's see how many people get caught up. You got a hairy-ass neighbor. If you got some guy who lives up in the woods. I don't really know what Oklahoma's like, but if there's like a woodsy area, like we got a woodsy area up north here, and there be some guys like all super hairy, you know what I'm saying, with a beard growing out, hair growing out, super hairy arms, like it looks like you got built-in cardigan sweaters, like built-in winter sweaters, and they're going to be like, it's fucking Bigfoot, and they're going to catch you. Now they won't shoot you, they're going to catch you. So it's going to be a lot of like, with all the cell phones around, there's going to be a lot of interesting videos or a lot of interesting TikToks coming. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be some interesting videos coming around that people would like, oh my God, I got the Bigfoot. And he's going to just snatch somebody up. And it's going to just be some dude that's just like super hairy. Some bushly looking dude. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be nuts. But I'm also excited to see this because I'm going to watch every minute of it every time they pop up in the news. Somebody attacked a random stranger and said it was a Bigfoot. You know what I mean? Or if they were live, like if they pulled like one of their social media lives, like I'm FBing live or I'm IGing live and I'm fucking over here on TikToking live and I'm fucking over here, about to catch a Bigfoot and it ends up being a human. Ends up being a human catching another human. And I think that would be hilarious to see online. In my opinion, I think that would be super hilarious. Oh, man, it would be great. I'm sure they make you take the video down afterwards. Or they probably would not, let you release the video unless you're going to share the wealth on that one when it goes viral of you catching an innocent person thinking it was a Bigfoot. And then they're going to think you body shamed them. So then you're going to probably get canceled. They're going to be ready to cancel your ass for catching a fake Bigfoot. They're going to cancel because they're canceling every fucking thing. So Oklahoma's got this declared $2 million bounty on the fucking Bigfoot. But when you catch the Bigfoot, they'll cancel it. Then you won't get your money. And that's how they won't pay your ass. They're going to make everybody do the hard work. You're going to finally catch this fucking Sasquatch who's smarter than all y'all because y'all can't even find a shit. All you do is find a footprint. You know what I'm saying? All you do is find a footprint. There's not like a skin cell fragment. There's not a DNA in the footprint, and it's a bare foot. It's a bare foot, and yet you can find our little DNAs with the forensic movies, like the forensic scientists. You know what I'm saying? They'll find stuff under the particles of the fingernails or in the fingerprint. There was this, you know what I'm saying? But all you're doing is finding a big-ass footprint. You ain't seeing nothing but it's somebody in the woods, their shadows a little bit. Or maybe you caught some homeless person living in the woods. You know what I'm saying? And you're claiming it's Bigfoot. And you guys are, like I said, you're going to do all the work. You're going to finally catch this thing, which is going to be amazing if you do. Like I said, I feel like they're way smarter than us. Because like I said, you can't find nothing but a footprint. And it's all these janky footprints. And not all of them look like it's a real foot. I mean, not like I said, like I know what a Bigfoot, Bigfoot foot, looks like. But I'm just saying, it's nuts, man. People are going to fucking, we'll see. We'll just have to see. I don't even know. I don't know where to take that, but we'll just have to see on that. Well, in my local news, I got a local story here, over here in Michigan, in a city called Woodhaven. Our local PD, I guess that police department, put out a $1,500 reward for the return of a Ronald McDonald statue. They used to sit outside on a bench at McDonald's. And, who knows when they stole it, man, because I remember every time I seen it, there was always like a bunch of bird shit on it. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I bet you when they grabbed it, you know what I'm saying, their hands was all jacked. Like, oh, you know what I'm saying? I fucked up. But, they probably wanted it really bad. I'll be checking people's social medias and shit because they probably are doing selfies with the thing and doing all kinds of fucked up pictures with the fucking statue. Poor Ronald McDonald statue. They're probably violating it and shit. It's probably real bad. You know what I'm saying? They're probably fucking that statue up. I hope they're not fucking the statue, but they're probably fucking the statue up. You know what I'm saying? Poor statue. That's all I could say about that. But yeah, that's here in my local town. In Michigan at a popular McDonald's. They'd have it outside on a bench. And like I said, when I would see it, it'd always be covered in bird shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying they probably stole it and got a nice surprise. They probably had to use some sanitizer after stealing that stealing that statue of fucking Ronald McDonald. That's crazy. Like I said, I'd be checking for all these funny ass pictures that's about to be coming up. Or what if they're repainting it, you know what I'm saying, or redecorating the face to make it look, something else, even though when you see it, like they put a flesh tone on him and painted a beard on him and shit, and put a hat and some clothes, like Weekend at Bernie's his ass with some clothes, and start taking pictures with this thing. But when you look at it, you can clearly see that's Ronald McDonald's red, hair just painted a different color. You know what I'm saying? You could tell that's Ronald McDonald when you see him still sitting on the bench, the same pose, but you just got him all like in a different outfit. I ain't falling for it. They'll cancel that shit. Be canceling everything. Let's cancel that shit. Cancel that idea. Like I said, they're just ready to cancel. They're just trying to cancel everything. You know what I'm saying? If you're thinking about doing something, don't, because they'll cancel you. If you have too much fun, it's just gonna get canceled. All your fun plans. What are you doing? Nothing. Because you ain't allowed. So anyways, this one I found, this happened in New Jersey. I guess this young couple, they were, I don't know, they've been together for a long time. I don't really know their relationship status. I just know they were a young couple. And so, apparently they liked committing crimes together. They were like some young criminals. Or young thugs. No, I'm just kidding. I won't put the labels. But they were criminals because they did get arrested. For a crime. For that time, they are criminals. I don't know if they did it before. Don't really know the whole background. But for this one, they were a boyfriend and girlfriend. They broke into a house in New Jersey. It was like a big time nice house too. It was in a super nice neighborhood. And it was like a super fancy crib. And I guess they did a little bit more than stealing. When they went in the house. So they got all excited, oh man, I've never been in such a nice house, you know what I'm saying? A boyfriend and girlfriend, they started, didn't even steal much. I don't even know if they stole anything. But they did get busy in the house. So according to the story here, they were having sex all through the house and fucking all around. Like, I guess they went all over the place and started just banging all over the house. They were supposed to be stealing shit. They both got turned on and started banging all over this dude's house. It was like, just fucking had a big romper room all over this motherfucker. And I guess while they were going through, there was a babysitter in the house with the fucking young child that she was babysitting. So they was like going from room to room and discovered, the people in there and had to get out of the house. And so I guess they caught them like a little bit later. I think they tracked their phone or something, and that's how they caught them. And they both got arrested. And I don't know if there was surveillance or like if they had like a nanny cam or something like that to watch a babysitter. And when the parents were watching the video, they were like, who the hell? Thinking it was a babysitter maybe banging all through the house and shit. Seeing them all over the kitchen counters and fucking all over the TV room and shit. On a coffee table. Hanging off the chandelier. Who knows what they was getting into behind your own closed doors. But yeah, I don't know if there's any footage. But yeah, so they were just all over that house. I guess they had no intention on stealing. Interesting. And I don't know if you guys saw this, but a lot of people have been talking about it recently. It's pretty crazy. A woman who shot that police officer, they kind of shot each other. And I don't know who, I think the woman shot first. It looked like she shot him first. And so, I don't know, he was about to arrest her. I don't know if she found drugs. It looked like he pulled out baggies out of her purse. I don't know. I seen like little clips of it, the way everybody edited it. So like the way my version, by the time I saw it, it probably makes it look like all different the way that we really, it's already, excuse me. It's probably already all like, edited to the way they want everybody to think right now about it or whatever. But when I saw she like was getting arrested and didn't want to get arrested, so she grabs her purse, and tries to run from the cop. So she's running from the cop. Like I said, this is only the clips I've seen. I'm not saying this is exactly what happened. You know what I'm saying? This is my fact. You want the facts? Come right here, because this is the fact of what happened. I was there. No, I was kidding. No, but I'm just saying. So what I seen on the little clippy choppy, edited shit I seen, edited, narrative pushing editing they put on there. She, at the point of where the police officer wanted to arrest her, she grabs her purse and runs and says, "I didn't do nothing wrong," and grabs her purse and runs. And the cop's telling her, "Freeze, you're under arrest. Stop," And then, what else happens? The fight ensues. They start to, he tries to arrest her. He tases her. She fires at him, hits him. He fires back. And I think she dies a little bit later. Sorry to hear that she lost her life and everything like that. But I don't understand when I see some of these videos, when they say, you're already under arrest, let's say you already knew you had a record. Okay, the record, you got one. Okay? You have a warrant. You don't be stupid. Don't be dumb. Okay? You got one. Okay? Let's say you just know you have one. This is hypothetically, you got a warrant. Okay? So let's just hypothetically don't be dumb. I'm not just calling you dumb yet. This is just fake dumb. All right? Just for the story's sake. So you get pulled over, because you're not dumb, that you have a warrant. The police officer wants your ID. Okay? So don't go off of these stupid YouTube videos where the dudes are like, "I don't have the right to give you my ID. I don't want to do that shit," just to cause a fucking stupid shit. Okay? Just, let them run your name. Okay. You got a warrant. Now he's going to come back when he does come back. And they're always going to come back and tell you something fucked up when it take a long time. I've been on the other end of this. Okay? Out of experience of my young dumb days. I remember sitting, and every time they took the longest time, it usually wasn't a good outcome for me. You know what I'm saying? Out of my own experience. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting there. So we'll say the other story, back to this. So you got a warrant, okay? So he comes back to the car, and they're like, "Can you step out of the car, please?" Okay, first of all, are you going to? Or are you going to start some stupid shit? Are you going to be like, I don't want to," or "What did I do?" When you have a warrant. Or, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying if you were the wrong. I'm not saying if the person didn't do anything wrong. I'm talking about this hypothetical situation. Where the people are being dumb. You know what I'm saying? Not the smart ones that are like, "All right, I really didn't do nothing wrong, and you're fucking with me." I'm talking about the ones that know they are know that something's wrong. The body's in the trunk, or the dope's in the ride. You know what I'm saying? And you're still gonna say, "Nah." I'm just I don't get it. I just don't. That part I just don't get. When they're like, "Okay, now you're under arrest," and you're like, "Okay, wait a second, no." But I just think that's bananas. And apparently, some people must really love their Popeyes chicken. No, I really don't know the whole backstory, but during the drive-thru at a Popeyes chicken in Florida, there's, when I was speaking before in a previous episode, I thought this one station was making fun of these guys, but man, when you look up Florida news, there's a lot of crazy news in Florida. And I like Florida. I like going there. And every time I visit, it's always really nice and shit. And I never knew all this time I should grab a newspaper and be like, "Damn, there's some crazy shit going on around me." You know what I'm saying? Or there could be. And I don't even know it. Over here in the Floridians town. So I guess in Florida, at a Popeyes chicken, these people started, it was 4 women started an all-out brawl in the drive-thru. In the drive-thru. Did they get their order wrong? Did they not have the right sandwich? Who knows what? Did they not give him a straw? Were they one of the store? Are they not giving straws there? I don't know what happened. Was there not enough sauce? Was the chicken not right? I don't know what was going on. But it was like a 4-person brawl, and the customer behind them was like videoing the whole thing. And I'm watching, and I'm like, dang, it was like, that person was holding their own too, with like half their body hanging out. It was kind of crazy, dude. It looked like when Freddy Krueger opened his chest up and you seeing all the souls trying to come out. You know, and all the souls was reaching out. Like, she just came out and started popping and punching, fucking hitting everybody. Just a torso popped out, and she was just like taking everybody out for a minute, and then like went back in, and then the girls jumped in and started pulling hair and grabbing hair and punching and shit and uppercutting, and the girl popped out with her torso. And it was just crazy, dude. It was very entertaining. It was very entertaining. That's all I could say. You know what I'm saying? And you know what you're thinking. We should cancel that. But no, that stuff doesn't get canceled. Only the positivity gets canceled. No, I'm just kidding. Maybe it does. In some cases. No. So, in some other weird-ass news, a science. Here I go again. Scientists. You ever notice when they don't really want to take credit for something that's always like a government waste of money? They never put a dude's name on it. They just say scientists. They just put you all in a group. You know, so like when it does go in the credits, you all are just bunched up and you deal with it. Even if you was just a janitor there, and they put you in the credits, you was part of it. So apparently, scientists, or the way I said earlier, they want to start like a giant sperm bank on the moon. They want to make the moon like an ark, like a Noah's Ark. Which kind of freaks me out and makes me, go into one of my other subjects here where I feel like the government never tells us what's going on because I think they know something else is going to happen. Something else crazy is going to happen. We're just going to need more than a damn lockdown. And they ain't telling us. And we're going to fucking go crazy. And we're going to have to fucking all try to go to the moon arc. And we're not all going to make it there. And it's fucked up. Like, why do we need a sperm bank on the moon? What's going to happen here that they ain't telling us? And that's what I'm talking about. What's going to happen here that they ain't saying? That they ain't saying. Excuse me. They want to do a sperm bank. They want to have like eggs, sperm, and embryos and all this crazy scientific stuff to like grow us again over there or save us to take us somewhere else. That's kind of crazy because why? You know what I'm saying? You're going to talk about climate change. You're going to talk about, violence. You're going to talk about, cultural disorders and, all this, society instability and all this crazy stuff. But yet you won't say, hey, shit's about to crack like an eggshell. But by the way, we'll be over here. And then all them rich ass dudes, you know what I'm saying, get to go there, which isn't fair. So like, let's say we went to a new land and the planet's not alone. And you know what's kind of crazy? And say some people here on Earth did survive, like the good ones that survived. We just didn't all have the money like these elites did, and these guys took the sperm bank and went to another planet. But this planet wasn't empty. They thought it was empty from all their little experiments going over here, but they didn't really see the whole thing. So when they get there, there's another species there, and the species get a taste of like the elites, not like a real human, you know what I'm saying, that would have been appreciative of making it safe to a place like this. I mean, I'm sure they're going to be grateful for making it, but they're going to expect all the high-end shit because these guys was like, eating with gold silverware and shit like that. So it's going to be a misrepresentation of our species, if you ask me, and then I think it won't go well. And I think they won't keep us, and they won't keep us welcome because I think they're going to send the wrong group. You know what I'm saying? And I think if you plan on doing something like this, you have to make room for somebody that's humble and normal and grateful. You know what I'm saying? You can't have somebody that grew up with silk sheets every day, and they're gonna go appreciate, having to live in a tent and squirting fucking mushed up food fucking toothpaste shit. While you're eating the space. Everyone's gonna want steaks and filet mignons and shit, and whatever that fancy foods is. When you go to the restaurant, they give you like a little quarter piece of food for like $200. I always ask them when you go to those places, can I get like 4 of these if I give you like an extra $100? And it's like, I understand, but I just want to get a little full. I'm just saying. So yeah, you want to start a fucking sperm bank on the fucking moon, and I want to know what's going on here. You know what I'm saying? I want to know what you're not telling us. You need to let me know so we can warn people or prepare. We can prepare and see that we ain't gonna go nowhere, and then we can do some shit. You know what I'm saying? There'll be big parties and big things like that because we know we ain't gonna go, and then y'all can leave us alone, and because you know you get to go. You know what I'm saying? We'll call it the bummed out stock. You know, because we all bummed out. I mean, it'll be partying and having fun till then, but then when it gets closer, to be bummed out. But until we think it won't happen, you know, there'll be little segments when they're partying and they think it ain't gonna go in, it ain't gonna end. But then it gets closer and they're like, yeah, it's gonna end. Then you know, then it'll settle in again. But I think they have to have some humble people in there, you know, in order for them to get accepted in other places. Otherwise, because if they go on their high horse, more species will be in danger. That sperm bank will be a waste because they won't take us in. But like I said, they're never telling us what's happened, what's going on, which leads me to my next subject, the CDC. They're going to get mad at me. I'm probably going to get an email for this, but oh well. But oh well, humans. I might as well just go for it. The CDC, on their website, dude, they got, like, you can go on their website, all right? And I'm not even bullshitting you. This is like an actual section on their website, okay? I wrote this down here because I would have forgot it, all right? If you go to the section, the Center for Preparedness and Response, you will see no BS, no bullshit, humans. I bullshit you not. I bullshit you not. If you go to the section called the Center for Preparedness and Response, you will see there is a project there called, they're promoting a campaign called Zombie Preparedness. Yeah, like zombie, like, you know, the zombies we know of. Zombie Preparedness is on the CDC website. I just want you to, like, what is going on here that they ain't telling us? That's all I'm saying. Like, okay, so this dude wants a big sperm bank on the moon with the government's funding, with all the embryos and eggs and species and animals. He wants animal species. Pretty much like the Ark type shit. You know? And now, if you look in there, and this thing has been in there for a long time. I found it recently, but I guess it's been there since, like, I think, like 2011. It was like fucking, the campaign is called Zombie Preparedness. What aren't they telling us? They ain't telling us a lot. Obviously, zombie preparedness. We gotta be ready for fucking zombies. What do you do for zombies? And I spoke on it before. What if they're the slow ones? Are they the fast ones? Or are they like, what kind of zombies are they? You know, like that girl from Zombieland, she was like, it was sprinting. He was like, it was running fast? She goes, no, it was sprinting. Oh my God. But yeah, so that's the one thing. Like, they ain't telling us about zombies either. Like, what the hell's going on here? You know what I'm saying? I'm going to come to the store, like, man, the traffic's moving slow. What's this guy's problem? You know, you get out your truck to see if the guy's okay. People are getting out. And that's how the outbreak starts. They start biting everybody, fucking shooting everywhere and puking blood on everybody. It's getting crazy. You see in the freeway, you don't know what to do. And then it all starts. And we didn't have the preparedness, but they'll have the preparedness. They'll be like, okay, now it's time to go. Now it's time to go to the moon bunker. Or they don't got to go to the moon bunker on the zombie one. It'll be when the Earth's in danger. That's when they go to the moon one. But they'll probably have to play that one smarter, because if it's coming to here, or if it's happening here, or like if it's an object coming here, maybe they'd be in danger heading that way. They'd probably have to time it a little different. They'd have to time that one a little weird. But if it's happening on the planet, then they'd probably have to, same thing with the timing, but they'd have to, get out accordingly, where people will start sniffing you. We'll start taking a sniff and catching that, catching the scent that you guys are making a move. And then you'll see us out there, going out there and, doing that crazy stuff again. That's just bananas, man. There's zombie preparedness on the fucking website, you guys. Like I said, go look it up. I ain't even playing. Look it up. Or like that Eddie Bravo guy would say from Joe Rogan show, he would like, look it up, dude. That guy, that jiu-jitsu guy. He was awesome. So in Sweden, here's another one. They have a place called the Disgusting Food Museum. And, I'm pretty much whatever you could think of. It's probably there. They have this nasty stuff. I got a few things they have. They have this thing called anti-gin. And in this, I don't know how to pronounce the city, Malmo, Sweden. The Disgusting Food Museum. So they got this stuff in there one of them's called anti-gin. And so it's a gin made there with ants in it. I forget what kind of ants. I don't know if they're carpenter ants or wood ants. I don't know what kind of ants are in there. But if you look at the bottle, it's like the tequila you get with the worm in it. But on the bottom looks like just a whole bunch of pile of black ants in there. Like, we have a hummingbird feeders. Like, we like to put out feeders for the hummingbirds. And you see the hummingbirds come. And sometimes the bees and, like, the ants will go out there and get up because it's all sweet, sugary shit in there. And it'll look just like that anti-gin. Like, the bottom will be full of ants. And fucking, I don't know if I want to drink that. I don't know if, what your shit would look like. You know what I'm saying? If it would scratch you up on the way down like something crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if you would digest it or not. I don't know. It's weird. But they say it gives it like a citrusy taste. But it just looks weird. It's just like a pile of black ants on the bottom. It ain't like a little bit. It looks like a lot. Almost like a part of like a quarter of the volume of the bottom of the bottle. But then the glass magnifies. But I'm just saying. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy looking. It's kind of crazy. And I'd be, another thing they have is, it's called whale testicle beer. I don't know if I'd want to taste some whale testicle beer, humans. I like regular beer. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even into those, like, not too many of the IPAs. I like some of them, but I just like a beer tasting beer. Like, I've always grew up on, like, old school beer tasting beers. So I like, I like that taste. But, so apparently there's a whale testicle beer at this Disgusting Food Museum. And it's basically made from, I believe, some interesting things like that with the fermentation of the testicle and the whale nut. I don't know, the whale testicle nut. And they make some beer with it. They have poop wine, which is made from fermented poops. And I guess that's a real disgusting process. Like, people have been there. And, oh my gosh, I think I would skip that on my tour guide. I mean, they're like, oh, you got to experience everything but that. Is Sweden like have like anything with the Swiss, like with the Swiss chocolates? Let's go see chocolate. I hope it ain't poop fermented chocolate, because I just want some chocolates and shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to go and have no poop wine or no fucking whale nut beer or whale testicle beer. You know what I'm saying? And some anti-gin and some fucking booze with ants in it. It was probably super fermenting, and that's what attracted the ants. And they just, when it's done, they just bottle it. Or you wonder how they're killing the ants before they put them in the booze. Or is that your job, like the guy's job, to scoop a pile of ants in the fucking alcohol and let them sink to the bottom? That would suck too. That would suck too. Let's see what else they have here. Oh yeah, so they have smoked sheep dung, like, and that's a food there. They smoke the dung, and like you eat it, and I'd rather have some French fries or some appetizer, fried mushrooms, some fried cheese sticks, some little poppers, maybe some jalapeno poppers. Give me some little wing dings. I don't know if I want some smoked shit. I don't know if I want some smoked goat shit. I think it's a goat or sheep. I think it's a sheep. Yeah, it's a sheep dung. Smoked. And it's an Icelandic sheep. It's an Icelandic. I guess it's supposed to be some good shit. I guess when you got an Icelandic sheep, it's good shit. And so they smoke it. They're like, hey, man, this is some good. And not smoke it. They fucking smoke it like beef, or you smoke meats and proteins, man. And they want you to eat it. But since it's Icelandic, they say, hey, man, it's Icelandic sheep. That's some good shit. I don't know, humans. I don't know. I just don't know. And then you could wash it down with a little whale testicle beer, or simmer down with a glass of poop wine. You decide. Or let's do some shots of some anti-gin. Like you doing it in a shot glass, man. That would feel weird going in your throat. Wouldn't you think? I would think it would feel weird feeling them go down. I've done the tequila with the worm, but I was at the point where I was so drunk I don't even know if I'd really even drink the worm. But I know it was gone. I know it was gone when I drink it. So I guess it'd be the same thing if you get to the bottom with gin, because gin ain't no joke. So if you get to that close to the bottom, I don't think you'll feel the ants going down when it's time to do a shot. I mean, if you do a shot of gin, but ugh, I don't know, man. It's just like if you see the bottle, I don't know if I'll try to find a picture of it. If you see the bottle, like I said, the bottom is just full of black ants. It's just full of all those. It looks like those carpenter ants from here, like the ones that we'd see over here by the trees, the big black ones, and then you'd see like the little ones and the big ones, and they'd all be fighting each other and shit. And look, I think those ones go around wood like carpenter. I think they're carpenter ants, but I'm not for sure. But that shit's crazy, man. Like I said, wash it all down with some poop wine and do a shot of some Jenny gin. Jenny gin. So I was speaking up earlier, like I said, how they always want to cancel some shit. And I made a little list on things that we are in danger of possibly losing to people just canceling everything. So I just made a little short list. And I think it's a warning. Could be like a warning shot. Or just a flat out, just regular warning. But I feel like these things are in danger of being canceled. A nice day. Cancel it. It could lead to too many smiles. Too many smiles could lead to happy humans. And happy humans doesn't equal good, happy government. For some reason. Happy government means sad, aggravated, fighting, stressed out, frustrated humans. Not happy humans. So a nice day is in danger of getting canceled. Beware, humans. They're trying to cancel nice days. We must protect them. Or we got to have a poker face. Like we can all have fun, but when we feel like the satellites or drones are watching us, we got to sit there and be just like make mad faces at each other, or whisper that you're having fun, like whoa, that was awesome. You know what I'm saying, or something. Who knows? You got to hide it from them because they're coming. They're coming for us. Let's see what else I got on this list that they want to cancel. Are you in a good mood? Cancel it. Do you know why? Your good mood offends me. It seems like every time somebody's doing something good and it feels good, everybody's just offended by everything. Like, this makes me happy. Doesn't make me happy. I'm offended. Cancel you. And that's what they're doing, everybody. They just cancel. Cancel this, cancel that, cancel this, cancel that. Did this make you feel good? Does this make you laugh? Well, I'm canceling that shit. How you feel now? Pretty pissed? That's what I want. Perfect. My job is done. You're canceled. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's messed up. And I'm not done. Let me go back to my list. People that drive in the slow lane. They never cancel them. And they need to be canceled. And I had to put that on there, even though I was putting lists that are in danger of being canceled. These are in no danger at all of not being canceled. This is like the exception to the rule. And I'm pissed off about this rule because it's the fast lane. You're supposed to be in the fast lane to go fast. You're supposed to be in the other two lanes if you're a big-ass truck or if you just want to do the actual speed limit. The minimum. But the fast lane is supposed to be the fast lane. You know what I'm saying? Even the police know that. That's why they don't fuck with you in the fast lane. I mean, unless you're hitting like triple digits and shit. You know what I'm saying? But if you keep it under that, they don't fuck around because it's the fast lane. But I think the people that drive in the fast lane that aren't going fast should be canceled. Not like in a deceased matter. I mean, canceled. You shouldn't be allowed to drive. Your driver's license should be canceled. Your driving privileges should be canceled. Cancel that. Shit. With your slow driving ass. And you don't even want to accept the rule. Like, when the people are coming behind you that want to go faster than you do, you're supposed to get over. That's why you need to be canceled. Because you don't do it. You got to make everybody sit there in a little cluster. A cluster, you know what, to try to get around you. With your slow driving, need to be canceled ass. Let me get back to my list. Oh, that was a great movie. It was so inspiring. That movie was so motivational. Yeah, I agree with you. Cancel it. You can't have things that make people think and motivate and want to do things great. That's not allowed anymore. All you can do is do things that stress people out, piss you off, make you sad, and make you want to fight, and make you seem like you're a racist. That's all you're allowed to do. And if you don't, you want to make people seem like you want to be together, want to be happy, want to make peace. You're getting canceled. They're trying to cancel that shit. Let me get back to my list. If you had a great idea that could save humanity, like a cure all diseases, this would help you. This would help everybody in the world. Cancel you. You are getting canceled. You ain't allowed to help nobody. We're trying to hurt everybody and keep everybody stressed. At least that's what the plan seems like. It seems like that's the blueprint. Are you happy? Yes. That's wrong. Are you sad? Yes. That's right. Cancel it. Let's see what else I got here. How about an engine that there's an engine that was created like over 20 years ago that runs over 100 miles per gallon. Can we use that? No. He got canceled. And unfortunately, he got really canceled. Rest in peace and my condolences to your family. But my man got really canceled. Over something that would help us. That'd be great. But no, we got to keep that stuff and keep spending our money on some punk-ass gas. Well, this dude can use the minimal gas, but now we ain't allowed to use it. It's considered illegal. Cancel it. Let me see what else I got. Okay. For all you musicians out there, oh my gosh, look at this artist. It's so influential. He's so influential and inspirational. Look at this message he's putting across in his music. You're canceled. You're not allowed to even do that anymore. Either you're dumb, you push prescription pills, you talk about being stupid, you repeat the same words every fucking 4 sentences, and you fucking have no fucking substance in whatsoever in your lyrics. You're going number 1 to the charts, son. Welcome to the biz. But if you talk about real shit, you talk about emotion, you talk about consequences, you talk about real shit and instability and crazy ass crooked government, whatever in your music. Maybe you want to inspire people from crawling from the bottom to reach the top of their dreams. You're canceled. And that's what they do. Because that's what they're good at and that's what they love. Now this one is kind of personal, so I brought it for myself. My motivation on the weekends. It's been canceled. Okay? My motivation on the weekends has been canceled all the time. Like this one, like I said, has nothing to do with these guys or the government. This one's my own cancellation. My motivation on the weekend sometimes because sometimes I don't want to do shit. I don't want to do nothing. So I cancel my own motivation like on random weekends. It's not always like a permanent cancellation, but I get like a random cancellation. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And if you guys did, I would love it if you could smash that like button, hit me with a subscription, and turn on those notifications. I'm here every Wednesday and Saturday. And this has been another episode of Meant to Vent. Till next time, humans. See ya.